Hello, welcome to the World Puck League. Just one match to be played today. Division 4 HEZZULI versus PAW. A very interesting situation in Division 4 we have. Four players who played 2 matches each, and each of them having 3 points in the table. Okay. I mean, you need to restart the stream, or I have to. See. Right, you. PAW currently the fourth table. It's the worst for against games difference. And so they can't top in the world, but it all can change today. And winning this match will be very, very crucial in terms of the chances of both advancing, win the division, advance the division at least 3 next season, or getting relegated to a lower division. Stakes are huge. Both players really don't want to find themselves in that difficult spot. Let's take a look at the profiles. HEZZULI won 5-1 with James and lost 3-5 to Tony. PAW lost 1-5 to James and won 5-3 with Tony. Stats are definitely on PAW's side, especially average losing lines and average losing score. Highest score highest lines slightly higher on HEZZULI's side, and total score to the lines much higher on PAW's side. PAW didn't have so many so early top outs as HEZZULI did. Lots of games went far deeper into the game. Here we have the players. HEZZULI warming up on 19, AW as well. So do you wanna play SPS? HEZZULI wants to. And PAW also wants to. So here you have the seed. Here you don't have the seed, it looks like. It's about broken again. Right, I draw the seed normally on Discord. Where is the bot? Here it is. The seed is 6CD807. HEZZULI is ready for the first game. Oh yeah, we can have one without the 0 on the 7th spot, so let me draw a new one. Let's go for 498584. HEZZULI is ready. And PAW is ready. The first game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. HEZZULI starts with a minor mess on the board. Oh, I think that was a lumbar hang on the left. Now has a dependency. PAW also had to clear at the beginning, but his board is looking much healthier now. Behind by 1 Tetris technically, but given the board state, it should be made up for very soon. Oh, just as I said it, PAW forced into some further trouble. That was the ghost burn, I believe, and now the burn will extend for the next few lines at least. Louis also digging. Both players fighting with the boards. PAW will be forced to go for this Tetris here. Decides to take the triple. Very wise decision. And is out of it, gets the Tetris. Evening up the scores. HEZZULI also with a dirty Tetris. 1 line of difference. PAW ahead by a few thousand points currently. And with the board advantage. It looks like neither of the players can really get the game going. Both at 50 lines, and both with just 2 Tetrises so far. What a suffer start. So with the 3rd Tetris, they're over 50 lines. PAW also getting his. It isn't a low bar game even. It's really in a lot of trouble now, up high. This is perfectly survivable, but being so high you can't afford any mistakes. And the higher you are, the easier to misrep it is. So we not getting anything to the left. What is the seed? Both players still struggling. So they getting the Tetris 141 at 73 lines. PAW 145 at 73 lines. What are these scores? What's happening? PAW doesn't go with that J to the left. I think he lost Das, or wasn't able to do so for another reason. HEZZULI takes a slight lead. Now HEZZULI with a relatively clean board, and PAW fighting with the pieces again. Feels like nothing's good in this game. HEZZULI also with a few burnt lines up high. Back to the prime scoring position. PAW also digging again. Hello. This time PAW in some major trouble. HEZZULI has finally managed to get the lead, like the true lead, ahead by over 4 Tetrises, and the 18 speed lines are running away. HEZZULI maintains the lead, is guaranteed the lead at the transition. Actually, it's grown to over 150k points now. PAW in massive trouble, needs the best 19 he's ever played. Popper's getting routed just before transition. HEZZULI's bird fell apart. I don't think he will be able to survive the transition. The right side is so high, but PAW tops out. And that's it. That's the end of the game. HEZZULI takes it very convincingly. A complete suffer start for both that was. HEZZULI leads 1-0 and is ready for the second game. PAW ready as well. The game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This looks like a really clean start compared to the previous game. Both players getting the first Tetris. Very soon HEZZULI with 2 already, taking a very early lead of 1 Tetris. And PAW tops out! Oh, what happened? I looked away for just like 3 seconds. That was it. That must have escalated very quickly. Oh no. HEZZULI takes the game. What an unfortunate top out for PAW with just 9 lines. HEZZULI leads 2-0. Hello Robin, the players are ready. Next game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. PAW finds himself in a pretty uncomfortable position to be in. Behind by 2 games. Early top out in the previous game. HEZZULI in a huge spire, kind of, and a hole in his stack. This will take quite some time to burn out of, but PAW also with few inconveniences. Oh, this is like a very bad hole distribution there. Burning it all down will take quite some time. PAW about to lead the burning. So we also out of the trouble. PAW fighting with this count 3 well. Loses it. This won't be a Tetris, unfortunately. HEZZULI leads by about 2 Tetrises currently. Is likely to extend the lead slightly. PAW just can't get back into the prime scoring position. It looks like both players will be getting back to regular right-wheel setups now. HEZZULI scores a Tetris there, leading by over 90k points. That's 4 to 5 Tetrises lead. PAW again not getting the lumber when he needed it. Needs to burn. HEZZULI maintains the lead of 4 to 5 Tetrises. PAW is forced to burn a few lines again. Fortunately for him, HEZZULI does so, but PAW needs to start going for the score. It's another very low-paced game. 158 at 68 lines for PAW, 277 at 75 lines for HEZZULI. PAW again with this con 3, dirty con 3. Finally getting Tetris there, taking a triple. Still behind by about 90k points at the same line count. This is a huge lead for HEZZULI. PAW pretty much needs HEZZULI to make a substantial mistake to get any chance in this game. HEZZULI still leads by about 90k points. Great job to maintain the lead. Actually, it's PAW who finds himself in trouble. Another slight misdrop. And it looks like it's gonna be it for PAW. PAW tops out early once again. For the 3rd time. HEZZULI leads 3-0. And they are ready for the fourth game, which starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Very unfortunate events on PAW side. So far, HEZZULI doesn't need to show anything really. That's a very bad misdrop on HEZZULI's side. He should be able to survive it. His one good piece gets the perfect lumbar out of the trouble. PAW also up high needs to take the triple and another triple. HEZZULI gets the Tetris and another one. Very nice survives by both there. The same scores. PAW 5 lines behind. PAW takes 2 Tetrises, so it's about 1 Tetris lead for PAW at this point. I believe this might be the first time in the whole match PAW had any substantial lead. Same scores now. PAW 2 lines behind, so HEZZULI slowly closing the gap. But finally we see some clean play on 18 and some decent scores really. 198 at 48 lines for HEZZULI, 223 at 50 lines for PAW. I'm sure this is the pace PAW would take. HEZZULI would most likely take such a pace as well. We're going for the center well. We'll be forced to stay there for a little bit longer, I believe. Very nice adjustment there with the lumbar. Maybe that was a misdrop. Looked like an adjustment, and gets the Tetris here in the third column. We'll be setting up for another one. He's set up, waiting for the lumbar now. PAW also waiting for a lumbar. He maintains the about 1 Tetris lead. Managed to get it back after the central action by HEZZULI. Simul Tetris here. PAW 2 lines behind and about 20k ahead. Oh, he missed a Tetris there, I believe. Yes, PAW missed a Tetris. Now getting quite up high on the right. This is a very bad misdrop here. There's a very bad course of events. PAW gets a lumbar and will survive, but the board is completely broken. He leads by about 1.5 Tetrises, but given the state of the boards, HEZZULI is very much ahead at this point. PAW will have to play one of the ground, and the transition is coming. Very nice Tetris for PAW. Some very good RNG to turn out of that situation so efficiently. HEZZULI is chasing, set up for a Tetris, waiting for the lumbar. There's quite a drought. It's a very bad drought. HEZZULI goes for this dirty one, very nicely done, gets the Tetris there. Takes the lead by a few thousand points for a moment. PAW takes it back just slightly. It looks like we might see the first game which gets decided on 19 tonight. It's behind by a few thousand points, but has 4 more lines to work with. He's getting heavily droughted. That's a very bad drought for HEZZULI. Hangs a piece on the right, and that's it. HEZZULI tops out, and PAW just slightly has the lead. Takes the game. After the 3 disastrous games, PAW is able to pull himself together. And will it be a 500k? Yes, it is the first 500k of the match for PAW and the first 500k of the match overall. PAW is ready. Yes, the seed is 8D now. And they are ready. The 5th game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tris. PAW still in it, trailing 3-1, behind by 2 games, but still overcomable. Good play. So this starts with some finished towers. PAW starts with 2 Tetrises without any burns. Is HEZZULI gonna go for this Tetris? Oh, this is risky. This is very risky by HEZZULI. It's forced to take this high triple. Gets the Tetris, but the board is far from perfect. I think he's going to go back all the way down. This is what he does. Back to the clean board, but PAW ahead by almost 2 Tetrises. Very clean game by both now. Just a few thousand difference. Score. HEZZULI with a T-spin setup. Didn't get the T-spin, the T-piece on time. Have to work around it now, and this is not a Tetris, this is just a triple. He goes for it anyway. We set up for a one of the ground now. PAW wasn't able to use that opportunity to take the lead. Has to burn himself. PAW is out of it. has a chance to take a one Tetris advantage now. Is the Lombard gonna come? The Lombard's not arriving. Where's the Lombard? Where's the Lombard for Piff? Finally, PAW taking the Tetris, but the drought was so long that HEZZULI managed to get his board together. It also got a Tetris with that Lombard, so we're back to just a few thousand points advantage. The difference is so little, it doesn't make sense to try to calculate how big it actually is. Both players getting the same Tetris with the same number. Simul Tetris again. With the same 9 count. PAW ahead by about 3000 points. Take into consideration there is the unlimited time on 919, there's a nearly non-existent lead, but now PAW with a lot of trouble up high. This looks very badly for PAW. Is there anything he can do? It looks like he's stopping out. He needs a miracular Lombard now. Not happening. PAW tops out of such a good board. Everything collapsed. And HEZZULI takes the game. Leads 4-1. And is guaranteed at least 1 point from this match. The table. Would most likely like to play this out. This is quite a decent pace game. Let's see how far he will be able to go into 19. Not so nice board anymore. That's a misdrop. It's still survivable though. 8 lines to work with. That's well enough. Very nicely. Oh no! He misdrops another O piece. 3 lines to go and that's gonna be it. So many misdrops here at the end. And they are ready. So the next game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Both started cleanly, both already scored their first Tetrises. HEZZULI with a lot of bad misdrops on his board. This is survivable. That's another misdrop. Oh no! Now he needs Lombard right now. It looks like HEZZULI is stopping out. HEZZULI topped out and PAW takes the game. A very early top out by HEZZULI here. A lot of misdrops up high. PAW survives the first match point of HEZZULI's. Trails 2-4. PAW is ready. HEZZULI is ready. The game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. HEZZULI with a perfect start to Tetrises. What an aggressive Lombard that is! Looks like HEZZULI really wants to finish it. In this game, 3 Tetris in a row start for HEZZULI. Very aggressive play there. And a few misdrops following the great start. AW burning will be out of it very soon. HEZZULI with a pretty inconvenient board. It will be out of it very soon, eh? HEZZULI back to safety, back to the clean right well. PAW with a great center Tetris. Leads by... Actually, he doesn't lead. Oh, is about 3,000 points behind. Oh no, what was that? Triple by PAW. This causes some burning. And he will actually fall behind. HEZZULI with some great efficiency. This last few lines. PAW in quite some trouble as it comes to the health of the board. Is he going to set up one of the ground here? Might be forced to. Doesn't want to do it. The pieces set it up. Still for the Tetris. Doesn't go with that J to the left. Some dash issues again, most likely. HEZZULI takes the opportunity excellently. Despite this Tetris to PAWs, HEZZULI is leading by almost 2. PAW back to the prime scoring position. HEZZULI as well and gets the Tetris. Leads by about 3 Tetrises now. HEZZULI manages to maintain the lead. Some very nice play here with these last few lines. HEZZULI is still ahead by about 3 Tetrises, and PAW makes a very bad misdrop that will slow him down a lot, really. Oh, there's a spire in the middle, a spire just above a hole. These do not cooperate, really. Position is very safe, but it's fallen behind. Furthermore, behind by almost 100k points now. With this Tetris of HEZZULI is 110,000 point lead for HEZZULI, and PAW has just 28 lines of 18. He missed a Tetris again. It's the second time it happened to him this match. This is the burn here. This is starting to look very bad for him. Misdrops again, and that's another misdrop, a ghost burn, and that's it. PAW tops out. HEZZULI takes the game and the match 5-2. Let's see how far HEZZULI will be able to go into 19 in this game. It's a pretty decent board for the transition. Positions with 467. Oh, but that's a very bad misdrop. Looks like it's gonna be it. Unless a miracle happens. Well, no miracle this time. Zui tops out, but it doesn't matter. He won the game and the match. Gets 3 points to the league table, putting himself in a very comfortable situation for his last match. Oh, that's a typo. It's not Division 5, it's Division 4. Here we have it. Well, why doesn't it? Something's wrong with them. Let me check. Oh, didn't get the dates here. See, some that I broke on the spreadsheets. I hope not. Everything should be fine now. Okay. Surprisingly, DAW with quite better stats actually than HEZZULI, but HEZZULI lost only 2 games. Stats don't show off how much of a difference the match was. HEZZULI with a very comfortable victory here. Let's take a look at the division table now. HEZZULI tops the board with 6 points after 3 matches. Then we have Tony, James and PAW. Tony and James are yet to play their match, that's why there's no direct encounter. PAW in the 4th spot. And Dewey yet to play his first match. This match was all we have for today. Let's find somebody to write, but before we write anyone, tomorrow we have a few matches scheduled. We start at 17 UTC on Division 1 match Czechowczak versus me. Then at 18 UTC we have Division 3 match Mich versus Rockovici. And at 19 UTC we have Division 3 match RVP versus Gunter. 3 matches tomorrow we have. First of them at 17 UTC. Let's write Doodle, who is doing a CWC fundraiser. Here we have it, that's it for today. See you tomorrow at 17 UTC. Thanks for watching, bye!